Welcome to today's episode of the Group Parlay podcast with myself, Andy Stemo, Kevin Stoyan, Nick Strom. Not the best weekend. We did have a hit. It wasn't our best though. There was a push, so that line got moved down a little bit. Yesterday was a real gut punch with CMC not getting his yardages. We'll go to Kevin for a more detailed recap.
Yeah, it's been rough for me. McCaffrey, you're right. It was dumb. I had over 79 and a half. I think he would have had it if it was a closer game. Obviously, they benched the entire starting roster in the fourth quarter, basically. So that ruined the parlay yesterday, unfortunately. You had Dolphins over 3.5, Andy, and that hit nicely. And Strom had Texans +3. That was a tight one, as the Falcons had that game-winning field goal. But yeah, luckily we hit Saturday with that push. We had Luther Burden over 107.5 yards, receiving yards. He hit that. Colorado -3 pushed, and Rutgers +14.5 was a nice hit for Strami to hit that. +208. But we had a nice boost on that, so that helped too. Rutgers actually I think it's 5-0 against the spread, so we'll keep that in mind forward for Strami.
Hey, you guys
Yeah.
are giving me shit for the Rutgers pick. I'm 2-0 on Rutgers this year.
They're Rutgers, that's why.
They love to cover.
They have fat spreads and they cover them. Yeah, it works. But yeah, I gotta get it together, man. I'm doing terrible. So on the month here, I am 2-6, down 4.4 units. Andy's 2-5-1, down 3.5 units. Nick's 6-2, up 3 units. And the group parlay is 1-7, down 4.9 units. Luckily with the boost, we're only down a couple. So we just got to hit today or hit, 2 of the next 4 days, and we're good to go. So
It was
that's
nice.
all it is. So
It was nice to get the one over the weekend. Now you got a compound on it. Now it's got to be a trend. I like our picks today. I think we have a chance here. Let's get into it. -150 or longer. No nerfy. Hometown teams suck, so it doesn't matter. We'll go with you, Strom. Let's hear it.
I think the Bears are on the up and up, so let's watch the suck language. I'm going Devontae Adams.
Why do you own that? Why do you own that?
A friend of a friend is a linebackers coach for Rutgers, so I get it for free.
Oh man, I love that.
Yeah, so I'm going Monday night tonight. I'm going Devontae Adams, anytime touchdown at -115. He scored 9 out of 17 games last year. He's 2 out of 4 this year, so it's kind of a coin flip, but they're playing Green Bay. It's a perfect revenge game. I see this as a spot. It's his first game ever against Green Bay. I think he's going to score no problem. Jair Alexander might not play. Perfect matchup. I think it's going to happen. Adams touchdown.
Good for my fantasy team, which is lost by 200 points this week. So
is Adams? He's questionable.
And if he doesn't play, it's null and void. So it's perfect.
Fair.
All right, Kev, what do you got?
All right, I'm going Braves -1 at -109. It's an even matchup. Let's be honest. It's a good pitching matchup. It's the playoffs, but I just cannot see the Braves losing 2 games at home to start this series. If they do that, the series is over for them. So Hungry Dog runs faster. They're going to even this thing up tonight. It's Fried versus Wheeler. Wheeler's usually pretty good in the playoffs. He had a good year, and Fried's good too. So the Braves got shut out last week. I think they go off tonight, or the other day, not last week.
Like you alluded to it. The only thing that gives me worries is, well, the Phillies are hot, and Zach Wheeler is been so good in the postseason. But I mean, Max Fried's been there. He's a World Series champion. He's done it before.
I don't love it, but I'm not seeing football well right now, so I got to take a break from it. I got to take a day off. Football boards are blurry.
Yeah, the Braves are the Braves. Like, they're built for the playoffs. They can't just come in and get swept by the Phillies. So
yeah, no, they're not going to do what the Orioles did. They've been here too many times.
Yeah. All right. I'm taking Josh Jacobs alt line over 70 rushing yards. Pretty self-explanatory. Josh Jacobs is a really good running back. I know he scuffled early on, but last game he really went off. I think he's going to keep that momentum going. Green Bay's also average. They're allowing 150 plus rushing yards a game. So they're out Devondre Campbell, who's probably their best defender, and their middle linebacker, and they're just terrible against the run. So I think perfect storm of people being out on their defense, Josh Jacobs getting hot at the right time, and the fact that the Packers, like I said, they add 150 rushing yards per team it's not good. So all Jacobs needs to do is get half of that. Just get freaking half of 170 or 150. So Josh Jacobs over 70 rushing yards. That's what we're going with.
I like it in theory, but he hasn't had more than 62 yet in the game.
I thought he had a nice game last week, but he had a
He's
couple
had good games.
touchdowns.
He
Good
gets some
perfect breakout game for him.
I think last year was an anomaly. I think Josh Jacobs sucks. He's like a 3.5, 3.6 average yard per carry. So I'm not a big fan.
I mean, the other thing is I think the Raiders are going to win this game. So they're going to be up at some point, and they're just going to be burning the clock.
Clearly, Vegas is seeing something that they had this at minus 150 for 70 yards. So, but yeah, I think. But you think Vegas is winning this game?
I do, yeah. I think the Packers are frauds.
I think it'll be tight. I think they both suck.
I think they
They're
do
both
both
terrible.
suck. I just think that the Raiders suck a little less.
I'm curious. This is gonna be a close game. I think it'll be a good game.
I think so too. But I don't think the Packers. Maybe it's just because I'm a Bears fan, but I don't think Jordan Love is good at all. So,
Well, is the Raiders defense any good? I don't think so. So
no, it is not. But they have better star power. That's why I think you're going.
they do have star power.
All right, so let's recap. We have Braves -1 at -109. Devontae Adams, you got a same game parlay. Devontae Adams, anytime touchdown score at -115. Josh Jacobs over 70 yards -150. All that comes out to a +410. You can use a 25% boost on the Braves game, which only brings it up to +432. So that's what we're going with today. Nice diversified picks. NHL starts tomorrow. I will definitely have an NHL pick. But let's make some money today. Let's get back in the positives. Let's get back in the positives, please.
It's going to be a slow grind, but we'll get there.
It's a month long.
A lot of month left.
A lot of month left. All right, let's get it.